Woohoo! What's going on, guys? This is Mike with Chit Chat Gaming. As you all know, in a previous video, I picked up a Sony PSP. I've always been into big time handhelds, but I just never got aboard, or never jumped on board, I should say, of the Sony handhelds, which is the PSP and the Vita. Until recently, I watched some videos and saw some great things, some great reviews, and some great videos great games that's available in the library for the PSP. So I decided to go ahead and pick them up. So what I did is I told you guys I was not planning on hacking this thing. Well, you know, I have like 10 to 15 UMDs and playing the heck out of those. A lot of great games in the library, like I mentioned. But for me, I'm always one of those guys that likes to, I'm up for the challenge. I hacked my NES Classic, and you know, for me, I just was looking into it, and I was like, you know what? Again, as always, up for a challenge. I went ahead and decided to go ahead and do this and give it a try. Now, I don't condone this. I don't say that. I don't think that everybody should be doing this. You know, it's out there if you want to do it. I never bricked anything. This is a soft mod, so I should be pretty safe. So I went ahead and I just added a few games on here. Again, I didn't add very many of the ISOs. Number one, because I have a small 8GB card. I do have another one in order here at the 64. But again, though, I'm a game collector. So for me, I wanted to have the actual UMDs in my possession and on my shelf. So I only downloaded a few of the ISOs for the PSP, and that's about it. Like I mentioned, I just want to go ahead and collect those. So I have quite a few on my shelf and plan on definitely collecting more of them, as they are fairly cheap anyways. But I did download a Neogeo Emulator. I downloaded a Pico Drive, which is going to be like a Sega 32X and a Sega CD. I added a couple Sega CD games. Again, this is fairly early. I haven't done a whole lot. The biggest one I really wanted was the Game Boy Advance, mainly because of the fact there's so many great games on there, and it does look awesome on here. I'll go ahead and launch this really quick here and show you guys what it looks like, the Game Boy Advance on the PSP modded here. So if you give me just one moment here, I'll go ahead and pull up the emulator here for this. So on here I currently have, you know, quite a few games. You know, I got Advance Wars, Astro Boy, of course got Minish Cap, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Mario Kart Super Circuit, you know, Mario Party Advance, Metal Slug Advance, which is a great game, a Metroid Zero Mission, awesome game, Mother 3, Pokemon Emerald, which I've been playing a lot of lately, Super Mario Advance 3, Yoshi's Island, and Wario Land 4. So really quick, let's go ahead. I'm going to just boot up. Let's just do Mario Kart here. Actually, let's do Metroid. So yeah, just simply boot up the ROM. I mean, it's just like having ROMs on your PC, of course. But again, though, it's available on your PSP to be on the go. So the main reason why I did this too is that way I don't have to haul all these around. Your Game Boy Advance. I can take this with my Nintendo Switch as well too. So yeah, just show you guys quickly what it looks like. I haven't really done a whole lot. Again, just put a little bit on here. But yeah, so this is definitely pretty cool. Like I mentioned, I'm just always up for a challenge and really wanted to try this out. So here you got Metroid Zero Mission here, which is another fun game. Runs fairly nice on the console. Really digging it. So yeah, just again, I'm trying to record and play here, but so yeah, so there's that. This is again the Game Boy Advance emulator for the PSP. I think you can just go back here by going down to, again, I'm trying to do this with the camera as well too, so it's not very easy. But oh, let's go back here. So yeah, you're gonna simply exit it, and we'll go ahead and we will jump into the Pico Drive here, which is again a Sega CD, Sega 32X, and Sega Genesis emulator here. So I got a few ROMs here. Again, I just have a couple of the Sega CD ROMs. Again, I'm just testing with it and trying it out. I'm waiting for that card to come in too, so I can get some more actual space on here as well, since I only have an 8GB card. Alright, so here it is. It's a simple little load. Click that. I think you just go down to ROMs here. And I mainly just have Sega Sonic CD and WWF Rage in the Cage, so I'm just going to open up quickly the Sonic CD. This is available on, you know, I love that right here. This is the Sega CD load screen. This is available on your your Android and your your iPhone and everything too. So you can get this on there as well. But it's kind of cool to have this on a handheld. Again, I mainly got this for traveling purposes and whatnot. I wanted to have everything on this one little console, and like I mentioned, just always up for that challenge. So only thing about this right now is I got to add another MP3 in here, because as of right now there's no music on the very first stage. You'll hear it here in just a second. See, there's absolutely no music right now. So apparently you have to add an MP3 in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that here and get that going. Oops, I didn't even see that. So yeah, again, this is Sonic CD. So we'll go ahead and we'll quit that here. And what we're going to do is go back and show you guys the Neogeo one really fast here. And then that'll be it. Again, fairly easy to, very easy actually to mod this thing. It literally took me like 10 minutes, if even that, to mod everything and just get everything going. It's the actual PSP system is easy to mod. Adding the emulators and the ROMs do take some time. I have to say the Game Boy Advance one is definitely the most easiest to do by any means. Now this here is a little more difficult. These are the games that came with the actual emulator. If you want to add more games, they give you a converter you have to use, so you have to convert those ROMs into bin files. So you can definitely do that. It doesn't take long. It's just it is a little tricky to do. Like I mentioned, I just haven't had a chance to really take a look at that here. So we'll go ahead and boot up King of the Fighters here. Again, this came with the emulator as well, so it does take a little bit of time for this one to actually load. Alright, there we go. So we're going to add some coins. By pushing select, you can add some coins. And of course, you can go ahead and we'll pick Terry here just for a couple of quick people. So again, this is King of Fighters. This is the Neogeo. I never had a Neogeo Pocket or a Neogeo, Color or anything. Neogeo X. Never had one of those. So for me, it's just always been like, it's always kind of like these games. I have King of the Fighters on my Switch and everything too. I've always been a big fan of the series. But again, though, just wanted to quickly, we're gonna go back here. I just wanted to quickly go ahead and show you guys how you can do this. Or not how you can do it, but how, basically that does indeed work. I pushed the wrong button. So yeah, it's kind of neat to go ahead and, and actually go ahead and mod this thing to get tons of different emulators and such on here as well too, and some ROMs. So again, I don't condone it. I'm not saying to go out and do it, but heck, if you're going to do it, go ahead and do it. Everybody's going to do it anyway. So again, this has been Mike with Chit Chat Gaming, and as always, happy gaming.